Hi Sagittarius, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. I'll say that slower. My name's Amber. The channel is Symbols for Living. This is your November 2018 love reading. It is a how does he or she feel about me spread. However, there are also elements of the spread that give advice directly to the current and give them insight and advice as to how they can better manage their current relationship situation. So I'll go ahead and get started. I've already shuffled off screen and cut the deck. I thought it's better than wasting your time. You watch me shuffling, because I know that really kind of gets to me when I'm watching a reading. This person's shuffling for like ever. I appreciate it, and I know that some people actually appreciate seeing it happen for some reason. But yeah, I'm not one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and get stuck right in. The Ace of Pentacles is what popped out of the deck. I did shuffle for some time to make sure that, your energy was kind of caught for the reading. And this reading was for you. And this was the first card to actually flip out for you. So your partner is maybe an earth sign that could be ready for a new beginning with you, and yeah, that's all I can see so far. Another ace, so definitely your partner's ready for a new beginning. This is in their position of hidden or private life area, things that they may not say to you, but things that do still motivate them and that matter. We have the Ace of Cups, so this person's definitely ready for a new beginning. They're very focused on love, and they may be feeling quite optimistic and maybe about a new opportunity that's come along. Maybe you are new to them, maybe this is a very new relationship. So in the past we had the Two of Swords. This person may be undecided, battling with kind of conflict and emotions in order to make a decision. This person may not have trusted their own feelings around a situation and therefore may not have been expressing it to you. Instead, they may have decided to just keep things very kind of detached and unemotional with you in the past. So this person may be not very reachable. We've then got the Six of Coins in the position of their intention. So it looks like they are looking for reciprocity from you. They may be looking for a commitment from you, as it is a coins card. They could be looking for that kind of investment from you. They may feel like they've invested already in the situation quite a lot, and they could now be looking for that back. Or it could be that they're now wanting to extend their generosity, be more giving, be more inclusive, consider your feelings, consider what you need, and try to meet those needs, and be generous as well towards you. We then got the Chariot card for the near future. So this is like towards the end of November, maybe over the next few weeks. It looks like this person may be coming towards you. They could be traveling to come to see you in the near future. They could be trying to kind of set things right, maybe take the lead, take charge, looking for a win, looking for a victory in a situation. But they themselves kind of taking the reins in a situation to try and make it work. And that could include maybe a grand gesture like traveling a long way, or making themselves uncomfortable maybe to make you comfortable. But this to me does talk about someone kind of charging in, or someone just taking the reins of a situation and making it work. So whatever's fallen apart in the past, whatever hasn't worked, this person's kind of maybe taking a bit of ownership in the near future and trying to, play their part a bit more and make more of an effort, I feel. So currently, to clarify the Ace of Pentacles, we have another ace. If I get another ace in this reading, it's going to be a very special reading. I've just checked the base, it's not an ace. So yeah, Ace of Wands. Yeah, this person's very excited about a new beginning. They're very excited. Definitely a sexual attraction towards you. They could have lots of ideas. You may have kind of sparked their imagination around what could be. You may kind of have given them a kind of new lease on life. they're definitely very excited about the new beginning, and they really feel like it's just a brand new start, and like anything's possible, and there's like so much potential. You know, this person's very excited about this new start, and it looks like with the 2 coins cards here, with how they currently feel and in their intentions, I think this person does want to kind of make some sort of significant or solid commitment to the path that you guys have chosen to take in the relationship. Okay, so to clarify the Ace of Cups, we have got the 3 of Cups. So in the position of their private life, their subconscious, their kind of hidden motivations, we've got the Ace of Cups clarified by the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups, often people say, is to do with third-party situations. However, it's also to do with bonding and kind of forming a clique or forming an alliance, joining a group, developing trust and that kind of friendship, understanding of each other, getting on the same page. Kind of this person's intentions is to, I think, bond with you a lot more. They may want to go out to do that. They may enjoy drinking and socializing and parties, or just social events. They may want to get to know, you and the group that you currently are in better. So if you are part of a kind of a group, social circle, maybe your family, this person does want to kind of be part of that. They want to join you in that. Yeah. And that, with this person also being cloaked in red, it does also suggest to me that this person is having to be quite brave in doing so. They may feel like they're kind of on their own, trying to be part of a group that maybe they have to, impress or, make an effort. And it might just be, you could be the group, he or she could be trying to form a couple group or a couple with you, coupling with you. And they recognize that there may be kind of a few hoops for them to kind of jump through, and that it will kind of require them putting themselves out there and actually making that offer to you. But they're very excited, and love is on their mind. So I think it's quite a pure intentions that they have so far out. From what I can see, it looks like their intentions are quite pure with the Ace of Cups here. I don't feel like they have any kind of expectations at this point with all these aces here. It's more the excitement of what could be, I think, for them at the moment. So then we've got the Queen of Cups to clarify the 2 of Swords. So this person definitely had a lot of emotion that they were bottling up in the past. They could have been nursing a broken heart, or just maybe just a very emotional person. This person could have been a mother as well, and so maybe had a lot of kind of concerns, people that depend on her, people that she needs to look after and care for and think about maybe before herself, with the Queen of Cups here. And she could have been maybe protecting a lot of that. And maybe this person is naturally and I think this person is quite naturally quite a loving, maybe affectionate, kind of generous person. And I think in the past they've had to be quite protective of that side of their life, protective of the emotion. You see all that water in the background there, that represents the emotion. The moon as well, again in the corner there, and all the blue as well. It just represents a lot of emotion that this person is kind of protecting. They're not trusting, they didn't trust in the past what they saw with their eyes, even if things looked great, and were seemingly convincing to them and whoever else may have been looking at the situation. They were trying to be really discerning and trying to just be really detached and really see if this relationship that you guys maybe were embarking on was something that they could really invest in. And it looks like now they are ready to make, and they're ready to make that step. they're ready to make their commitments. This person is quite a serious person, I think, when it comes to relationships, or they take it quite seriously, not in a boring way, but they take it seriously to the point where, like, these things matter to them. They're not into, I think, flings, and they value relationships basically for whatever reason. It could be, like I said, because they can impact their life quite a lot if they have a family already, or they could just be a very emotional, kind of loving person who maybe has learnt the hard way that they have to be a bit more discerning in relationships and not to maybe just trust their feeling and go with it. So this person could be like a Cancerian energy, you know, or a water sign like Pisces, or even Scorpio possibly. But it could be a Cancer here with the Chariot card. Okay, then we've got the Justice card to clarify these 6 of coins. Okay, so this does talk about balance. This person wants balance in the future. So their intention is to make sure that things are even, that things are above board, that things make sense, that everyone's getting their fair share, everyone's playing their part, you know, everything's above board. There's honesty. That's quite important to this person. And their intentions are, I think, to make a commitment here with the Justice card, is to actually make a commitment. Or maybe their intentions is to, you know, I mean, the Justice card could symbolize marriage, as we know, marriage contracts, things like that. So it could be that this person, with this kind of Ace of Pentacles being the card that flipped out, and this person being quite serious, I think, or taking relationships fairly seriously, they could be hoping to work towards a type of marriage. Or like a more of a concrete, maybe contracted relationship. So I'm just looking at the cards, see what else I can see. This person's very big on making sure that they're not giving too much and they're not getting too much and that everything's fair. That's really important to them, especially when it comes to money, maybe as well. That could be quite important to them, that the money that's involved in the situation is fair on both sides. Although this person is quite generous. Maybe they've been too generous in the past. And too giving and too trusting. So now they want to make sure that if they do give, that they are getting. That's really important to them. Okay. So I've already pulled the other card out as I was talking, for the near future, which clarifies the Chariot card. So it looks really positive. These are they're two major arcanas as well. And we've got one major arcana here with Justice cards. This person's quite serious. And they're feeling lucky in the near future. They're feeling hopeful. They're feeling like they, you know, anything is possible. It's that energy again of anything's possible. They're quite optimistic in the near future. About the relationship. They could be trying to turn things around as well with the Wheel of Fortune here, trying to get things moving again. There's all these wheels in the near future, so they could be trying to kind of get things moving, build up some momentum, you know, to bring in some more opportunities with you for a romance. This person may also feel kind of like it's fated or meant to be. But again, I feel with the Wheel of Fortune, it does kind of talk about commitment as well, with the fixed signs in each corner. And another sword. The only ace that we're missing is the Ace of Swords, and the Justice card had a sword. Now we've got the Wheel of Fortune with the sword. So yeah, they want to kind of make sure truth, honesty, all these things, they're quite important. Fairness and balance is really important to this person. And they may feel that as they give, they should receive, and there should be this kind of lovely kind of back and forth and reciprocity between you two in the near future. But they're definitely feeling very optimistic. They are going to go for it. Their eye is on the goal. They're feeling lucky. And I think they're trying to build momentum in the future, and maybe they could also be quite controlling, you know, even though I said that, you know, currently it's like they haven't really got any expectations. I think in the near future there will be kind of more expectations with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, these two major arcanas. They will become more decided as to what direction they want to go in. Yeah, and it looks like, I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is your card anyway. This is the card for Sagittarius. I think they're just moving towards you as well, most definitely, and they're kind of almost charging towards you, not in a, yeah, possibly in a bit of a energetic way, or kind of persistent kind of way, or quite decided way, which may come across to you as maybe a bit pushy, maybe, but more so in just a very confident way, and just very decided. And again, they how many times do I say that? They definitely want to like compromise. They're very interested in compromise and making it work and working as a team, and you giving some, them giving some, and like you guys making it work. So you've got the the Page of Cups here for the current position of how you currently feel. So you could be currently kind of speaking with them quite a lot, having a lot of kind of cute little texts going back and forth. It could be a lot of communication at the moment, like loving communication. You could also be at a stage where you're willing to kind of take that step, but again, even you're hesitant, or this could just be symbolic of you kind of wanting to kind of take it slow, kind of get to know this person, and kind of maybe have a little bit of fun with it, like socialize, have it be kind of maybe be a bit more, more light-hearted initially with the Page of Cups here, because you also have your reservations with the Page of Cups. You also maybe feel like this is very, very new, so therefore you can't really expect a huge amount, but it's still a lot of fun. You still have a lot of strong maybe feelings, for this person, and that I think you recognize are genuine. So I think there is a crush that you have on this person, but you're not kind of you're willing to spend more time on it and to give more time to this person, but you haven't really got any kind of long-term expectations at this point, which is quite mature, really. We've then got the Queen of Swords for your hidden motivation, Sagittarius. So another sword that's come through, which I think is quite prominent. You may be feeling quite defensive yourself. You may have a lot of questions for this person. I think you've got a lot of questions. You want a lot of information from this person. You want justice and fairness too. And I think you're at a place in your life where you may be quite independent. You could be quite self-sufficient in a lot of ways. And, you know, you're going to be quite discerning about who you let into your life at the moment. This person seems to already maybe fallen for you a little bit. But I think even though you are interested, you're really not sure about whether or not this is something that you could pursue, because you still have questions, more so because of your past experiences, not because this person maybe has or isn't a trustworthy person or has done anything to upset you, but you just feel that it's better to, so it's like a kind of coming from similar places. Maybe the way they were in the past kind of put you in this position where they were kind of being quite detached, maybe not even speaking that much, or having a lot of questions for you and being very doubtful and indecisive and kind of leaving everything up in the air kind of thing. That might have made you kind of be like, okay, well, maybe I should take a step back as well and be a bit more discerning and ask more questions and use, have my head on my shoulders about this. You may also have a clear idea as to what you want out of the relationship as well, which will make you quite decisive. But with the Page of Cups here, it looks like you pretty much already have feelings for this person, and you have some faith that it may go somewhere, but you are currently quite guarded, and I think you're quite detached yourself at the moment from the relationship. So in the past we had the 9 of Coins for you. So again, yeah, you were very independent. You had everything that you needed, like I said, and that's reflected in the Queen of Swords. You didn't really need for much or want for much from anyone else. Although, with the 9 of Coins, this is a card of someone having everything but really wanting that last. It's almost like the 8 of Cups, really, where, you may have a lot of things that make you happy. But the 9 of Coins goes one step further, and not only do you have this kind of emotional fulfillment, but you have everything else that you need. Like, you don't need anyone for anything. Like, if you wanted to go and I don't know, go on a holiday or make an expensive purchase, or you just got this independence about you financially that allows you to kind of do what you want when you want, to an extent, obviously. But you may feel that you just don't really need anything, or you may have felt that way in the past, like you just didn't really need anything. And in fact, this is kind of like just a bit of fun in a sense. It's like you're kind of loosely playing around to see what you can see. It's fun. It's added like a new dimension to your life, this thing. But like I said, there's no sort of expectations, but you are quite clear as a person as to what you expect in relationships. So yeah, I think that you'd be willing to cut this person out, or cut this person, if it wasn't what you wanted, because in the past you've had everything. It's obvious that you have everything that you need, and you don't want for much, financially especially, and in many ways, maybe like socially, like with friends and family. You just have an abundance around you. You've acquired a lot. You may even have like awards or special qualifications and just established in your career, like just okay, not really needing for anything. And if anything else comes, it's kind of like a bonus, and I think that's how this is for you. It's kind of like it is a bit of a bonus, so that's why you are quite detached. However, the 9 of Coins, like I said, like the 8 of Cups, is still kind of searching for that missing piece. So you are definitely welcome to entertaining suitors. So that could be why your partner kind of was holding their feelings back, because maybe they realized you kind of weren't going to rush into anything. So they may have thought, well, even though I maybe really care about this person may have seen you as a real friend as well in the past. So a friendship could have been developed more so than anything in the past. But all the while this friendship is budding and blossoming, this person is actually starting to develop feelings for you in the past, but they haven't expressed it. Maybe for fear of rejection, maybe for fear of not getting carried away, or possibly for fear of kind of ruining things, because it may be quite a lovely friendship that you had, because it is quite a nice complement, I think, water and earth. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Swords for your intentions, with the Queen of Swords being your motivation. Okay, so with the 10 of Swords, it can be a very terrible, traumatic card. Of course, It can, but it can also just mean knowing that something isn't going anywhere, or also putting an end to something, like putting an end to a difficult phase in your life. And that maybe your intentions is to maybe put an end to a difficult situation in your life somehow. I mean, we do have the Five of Swords here, also at the base of the deck, with the Strength card. The Strength card also popped out as well as I was shuffling. So there's a certain amount of independence that you have financially, a certain amount of restraint that you have. I feel that you are definitely in this for your own reasons. Like, you have your own interests in the relationship. It's like you maybe have your own agenda to an extent, but that is purely to make yourself happy. You may not feel right now that you're in a position to give anything, and that's maybe what this Ten of Swords mean. Like, there's nothing left maybe in you to give. You could have been quite worn out maybe over the past 10 months, 10 days, with things that have consumed you quite a lot mentally. And although this is fun and it's light-hearted and it makes you feel good, you're not really in it for love, I don't feel. Especially with you coming from here as well. I don't think that you're into like a big romance right now. You're definitely happy to focus on your work, to be quite self-maintained, and to restrain yourself if need be. Emotionally, you could be interested in getting with this person on a kind of just purely for pleasure, in whatever way that is translated for you. So you could be kind of more interested in that. You're interested in having a good time yourself. You're not really concerned, I don't think, about the person and, you know, how they feel about it and all of that. You just kind of maybe want to have fun and put an end, it seems, to a difficult situation that you've already gone through yourself. The Ten of Swords can also represent a new start as well, though, because it is about complete endings. So you may feel like, you know, you need to really come to a complete end and completely get over whatever has stressed you out or upset you over the past year or so, before you can move on. So you may feel that you're maybe just not, you're still maybe healing over something. You do see that this relationship could have potential, but you're maybe just not in that position right now to be able to give a lot. And so therefore you haven't really even got the energy to really invest in it, but you're happy to see how things go and to enjoy the time that you do have together, but not with any sort of clear idea as to how it's going to end up. Okay, so in the near future we have got the Empress. And with the Empress card here for yourself, again, you're quite focused on your own comfortability. It is another major arcana. So in the near future, there's definitely a focus on, again, this like self-love. I mean, it's a major step from, you know, here to here. So it looks like you do find that self-love and self-nurturing and self-esteem maybe as well in the near future, where maybe you do feel like you're in a position to give. You do feel abundant. and very loving and welcoming and inviting and generous. But again, this is about you being receptive as the Empress. You will be waiting for this person to come to you still. Not really waiting per se, but you're not putting yourself out there. You're kind of waiting for this person to put themselves out on a limb. And I think they know that here with the Three of Cups. They know that they're going to have to kind of put themselves out to actually make it work with you. With the Six of Coins, again, this is maybe them having to kind of make the first move, be giving towards you. But even if they're very giving, they are giving because they're expecting something to happen in the future. Absolutely. And they will come towards you most definitely in the near future. And you're going to be even more kind of, I think, in an even better position in the near future, where you will feel like you're able to receive. You'll at least be in a receiving place. Maybe right now you're kind of, you know, you may accept the attention, accept the time, accept this offer of love to an extent, to see what might happen. But in the near future, you're actually really receptive to it, and start to consider what could be. Definitely feeling very very fertile, very much more abundant, very like you got much more to give. So it looks like your intention is to put down, like if you've been upset about something, your intention is to really put an end to that, to bring some happiness into your life. You see the sun coming up there, or rising in the background with these clouds disappearing or dissipating at the top. It's like you're over it, whatever has happened, like you've come to the end of it, but you now need to kind of make those first steps of actually learning to walk again, you know, that kind of thing. And that might be why you're in this, you know, this is the lesson for the month, where you're learning about self-preservation. I always see this card about self-preservation, or like a poverty mentality, where you just are in this survival mode, where you feel like you need to think about yourself first, and to hell with everything else, to hell with everyone else. Like, I come first, I need to look after myself, I need to protect myself. So that's very much the phase that you're in. You may be doing that for financial security. You don't want to make any knee-jerk reactions. You want to think before you make your moves. So that's why you're here. This is your motivation. You want to think before you make any moves. Yeah, you still have this kind of receptive energy. It is a female, is a queen. So your heart is still kind of in here somewhere. But it's almost like these cards are kind of similar in a way, because like all this emotion, because this is the queen. Queens are ruled by water in the tarot. But again, in both cards, there's like the women are holding swords. So there's this kind of protective energy that you're kind of or protective energy here for the both of you. And it looks like your person, I think your person's quite responding to how you are. You know, you're both wanting to protect yourselves as you move forward. You're both kind of taking it slowly. You're both not having too much expectations. But in the near future, your person does become a lot more decided and will definitely move towards you. And I think you'll be more receptive, and you'll be more confident, and you'll be more comfortable with the offer, and start to see what could be rather than what could go wrong, you know. Okay. So let's pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle deck for you guys, Sagittarius, November 2018. The Strength card is also important for you guys this month. So you have to, yeah, not have knee-jerk reactions. Do let thoughts settle in before you act. You may feel quite defensive. but you're being asked here to not act out in fear. But instead to act with compassion towards yourself and compassion maybe towards this person. Okay, so Sagittarius, November 2018, love. Sagittarius. Okay, so base of the deck we've got family. Interesting. Okay, so we've got freedom. This is the card that Spirit wanted you to see. This is the message that Spirit has for you, is freedom. It could be that that's how you feel right now, like you don't really want to be tied down here with the Page of Cups. You don't want to be tied down. You want a certain amount of wiggle room. And I think that's Spirit is saying that, you know, really freedom is sometimes a state of mind, basically. That's what I want to say. And it could be a lot of your own kind of fears around letting go because of past experiences that may make you feel that, you know, you're not free. But Spirit is saying, no, actually, it's, you know, it's available to you. It's just maybe the way that you're thinking about things. So the obstacle is twin flame. So you've been brought together for a certain reason. So yeah, it's an obstacle because it just brings in difficulties. It's like you can't maybe seem to not be with each other. You can't seem to maybe forget about that person or let this person go. So where you may be feeling like the Ten of Swords or, you know, the Queen of Swords, where you're like, I don't really want to have to get involved. It's like the universe has kind of brought this person to you, maybe to bring you out a little bit of the Ten of Swords rut that you may have been in. And then we've got open relationship being what brings you together. So it's this lightheartedness. It's the fact that both of you are maybe not in a position where you really want to commit right now. And that's what actually is this freedom energy, which also can be seen as kind of like a selfish energy, like where you're just focusing on yourself and you're not trying to worry about everyone else. You're just being free. It's actually what I think you both want currently. You want that open-ended situation. Okay, so you are learning about the dark male. So you're learning about your own attractiveness, your own beauty. Yeah, and maybe you're learning how to put yourself out there again and to be flirtatious and to have that confidence. They are learning about friendship. So I think they do see you as a true friend. They may see you as family as well, with the family card being at the base of the deck. They do see you as a friend. They are learning about friendship and maybe learning about taking it slow. So they do genuinely care for you. They are, you know, they do genuinely, I think, respect you or cherish you as a friend. And they're maybe learning about that. Okay, so then we've got long distance. You see them as maybe unattainable or far away. And they see you as fun times. Then we've got family. So I don't know if family is an issue for you at the moment. We've got a wallflower under that, an ice queen under that, which is the Queen of Swords, really, I think. So yeah, family could be an issue at the moment. We did pick up before on this person possibly being kind of Cancerian or having that kind of family vibe going on with them. So yeah, that could be an issue at the moment, where maybe that's kind of what's holding them back as well, is their family and the dependence they already have. Or this person could be thinking, or you could be thinking about family at the moment, that really with the Queen of Swords, you could be thinking, you know, what I really want is family. And with the Empress card here as the outcome card, it could very well be that you do decide to start a family with this person at some point. that it becomes quite obvious maybe at some point in the near future that you guys have got something real that you can build on. Your partner definitely feels quite decided in that. And you may be expecting, you know, you may end up having a child with this person. But you do see them as being quite detached, being kind of unattainable. They are, and I think you're both maybe keeping your distance. You like that freedom, you like that space, but you are feeling that distance. And I don't know if you're completely comfortable with it. You could be concerned that this person is moving away from you because, you know, you are keeping your distance for, you know, your reasons, but you could be maybe getting a bit worried about it, that this distance is actually this could mean this person could go away soon. You know, there could be a bit of, you know, apprehension around that. And they see you as fun times, when they just love being around you, and they do see you as a fun friend, and they just really love to be around you. You're a lot of fun. They see a lot of potential, I think, with you and the relationship. Cool. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards now from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. We've got 3 cards there. Okay, oh, we've got 4 cards. All right, so we've got a yin, which talks about being receptive. So that's one message for you. We've got 4, the higher power, which I think resonates very well with the twin flame. This is something that has been brought into your life, this relationship, for a reason, for a purpose. There's things that you need to learn. It is protected by a higher power. So really, no matter what you do, and I think that's what this is also like, got 4 fixed signs in it as well. It's like the outcome is already determined, you know. So don't worry too much about what could go wrong and all that kind of stuff. It's like it's already kind of determined. So that the yin card is also like saying just go with the flow, follow your heart kind of thing. Don't worry too much. There's no way you can kind of maybe like really alter the outcome. It is what it is. What will be will be. Like it's kind of like meant to be. So yeah, go with the flow. There's a change in the wind, so this is definitely going to bring in a lovely fresh new lease or breeze, fresh air into your life. Okay, things will change. Hopefully all the cobwebs will get blown away. There's a lovely little fairy there sitting inside the little house. Don't know what that is, on top of the zebra. It's such an interesting picture. Don't know what you can get from that, but I'll hold it up for you. Maybe when you see it, you may, you know, something might, you might get something from it. But yeah, it's a very interesting card. I might read from the book for that one. And then we've got 5, the orphan. So this is like, I think this could be changing the wind. I think it could be like you may not be an orphan anymore. You may feel very much on your own. This is very much connected to the Ten of Swords, like where you just feel like on your own, defeated, maybe feeling a bit sorry for yourself as well, maybe for due good reason. You know, maybe something difficult has happened. But I think there's an end to this. I think you found someone that you can actually be a friend with, that, you know, even if you guys don't, say this just turns into an amazing friendship, you know, it's like you're not going to be on your own anymore. You're going to be with family, you're going to be with friends. It's going to feel like a friend, it's going to feel like a family member. You can have a lot of good times together. You're going to feel very secure with this person. And there's a change in the wind. Things are about to change. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly read the change in the wind and just see, because it just strikes me as being such an interesting card. Number 12. Okay, so it says a change in the wind, a sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about what direction or which direction the winds will blow. So there's a lot of uncertainty. Like I said, things are kind of up in the air. You like that freedom though, but there is a change coming. So the relationship message reads, relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So yeah, I feel this is really talking about the Ten of Swords and, you know, coming to the end of that kind of dramatic maybe part of your life. And yeah, something's coming in. It may feel unstable at the moment, but it is heralding a change. So I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I think that was quite an interesting one. Spirit likes to keep things interesting for me with these cards. But yeah, I hope that you got something from it. If you did, please do like the video. If you feel a Sagittarian might benefit from this, then please do share it with them. Or if you just like to share it, go ahead and share. I won't hold it against you. Do subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I do videos every month. And I will also be doing the yearly readings as well soon. So yeah, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. That'd be great for you to join the gang. And yeah, if you'd like your own reading, I've got my details in the description box below. I do Skype readings. I also just do video readings. That's what you like. I've also got links in the description box for all the cards that I've used. So if you wanted to get them for yourself, the links are down below. And yeah, I think that's everything. I think. All right, take good care, and I'll see you next month. Bye.